What's up, everyone? Weekly Dama news coming at you from KDTM. My name's MJ. I'll be your host. Been hosting this shit for a while now. Actually, was just been thinking about like how long I've been doing weekly Dama news, and I think it's been like past a year. It possibly could have been even more. You guys got to tell me because I forgot to check it all out, count the numbers. If anyone knows me closely, you know I'm bad with the maths. So me and numbers, you know, we just don't. We're not like this. We don't jive correctly. So in any case, weekly Dama news. Thanks for joining us. Been on a little break because last Sunday was Catch and Flow, an amazing event. Possibly the best Catch and Flow I have been to. There was, I think, one that I missed. Best one I've been to, hands down. Good excuse not to have a weekly Dama news. Catch and Flow happened. Did a lot of filming. Got a lot of just sessions with everyone. Good to see people back in Japan. It's very exciting to see. Very happy to finally have the gates are open again. You know, it's like old ass Japan when everything was closed off and we're closed to the world. Now it's been opened. And, you know, I remember when I first met up with Rod, we got a Dama Nerds recorded out before the event, before Catch and Flow. And I was just like, every 10 minutes, I was like giving the dude a hug, just like smile on my face. Super excited because I'm just like, damn, like it's been so long. It's been too long since we had the Dama homies come to Japan, to the mainland, if you will, of Kendama. In this week's episode, or should be also like last week's stuff, a little compilation of what has happened last week and what happened this week. I'm not going to go too much into Catch and Flow. I'll be putting out a little video about that later, as well as, hey, we did a full-on Dama Nerds recording with the Soul Boys, with the Soul Squad, and it was meant to be like just with the Soul Boys and like talking about each of the people who were joined for the recording, but it actually just turned out to be one massive conversation about this year's Catch and Flow because, again, we it's been such a long time since we have an in-person Catch and Flow and any kind of event. I'm sure this kind of feeling was the same for anyone who has traveled to NAKO, right? The first big in-person event when everything is not back to 100%, but gradually, we're getting there. So it's awesome. Dama Nerds shit. Again, I started working on the newest Dama Nerds that will be going out 5/6, I believe. It's amazing. I'm sad and I'm sorry that I've made everyone wait for so long. I've been like shit busy with a bunch of other stuff, but I'm in the editing process right now. Hopefully by this week I can get it done and out. Christmas for everyone. It's a bit late. Hopefully, it'll be in time for Christmas, but the episode should have been out a little bit before. Anyways. But right now we're going to go into what has happened within the week of Kendama. I guess, since we're already talking about Catch and Flow, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it flowing, if you will. Congratulations. Shinosuke Togo. So many people are probably like, who? Yeah, Shinosuke. All right? Little Shin-chan. If you possibly have seen that weird-ass anime, Crayon Shin-chan, this is Shin. This is not the same dude, but Shinosuke. Little Ripper, who has been shredding for, I have no idea. He's like 14 now. Possibly the same age that Kaito was in 2019 when he took it. And then Yasu is also a youngster. It's an overtake of the youngs. In Japanese, we call them Oni kids. Oni meaning like demon or like a devil kind of figure kids. They're demon kids. They're little Oni, and if you are someone who likes a lot of like video games and stuff, anybody know like the Taiko no Tatsujin, that drumming game from Japan where you play the taiko drum? There's easy, normal setting, difficult, like hard, and then there's Oni, and that's like master, right? That's like pro. So these kids, not all of them, but there's a good handful of shredders here in Japan, and it's an interesting kind of take. How in other countries, like, what's the difference? Is there something in the miso soup? Is it because it's a traditional toy and it's been just a normal kind of thing that you can see here in Japan. But still, like there's plenty of tiny kids, younger kids in elementary schools who will know what a kendama is, but they don't know how to, like they can't really play. They can't big cup. Maybe, Moshikame, we get them put the shit on before they can pull up big cup, all right? Spiking, that's a whole different story because people think that is impossible, even though it is so ingrained in the history of Japan, like kind of whatever in the past, 100 years? People know about kendama here, but it doesn't mean that they're good at it, right? We look at it as in like, at least I do, how possibly it's like, it's still fresh for the young kids who are picking it up, right? They were here 100 years ago. They didn't grow up with it. They're learning about it because of all the people, this community that we've created around kendama and pushing it to become a sport as it is right now. And in North America, it's like the same, pretty much the same, except it's a weird one. It's a weird hobby to get into, I'm guessing, in North America, right? So that would be the big thing. Like, we're in Japan, it's like, okay, kendama, yeah, no, like, I get it. But in the US, anywhere else, it's like, it's very unique, awkward, different. So I'm guessing that's probably the reason why kids will not focus on it. Maybe there's like a short attention span problem, but less focus to get better at something. In Western countries where they're just like, whatever, I'm going to give up. I'm sure it happens here in Japan too, but like just looking at the ratio of how many kids are playing kendama. And I remember like back in the day, like I've heard about like every kid in like middle school has a kendama back like 2015, 16 or some shit, right? In the US. Everyone, like there was a Hawaii boom 2015, like everyone, the whole island, big island, everyone had a kendama. You could have turned 360 degrees and see kendamas everywhere. It's like this shit right here. And probably your house too. But it's different. Kids still shred. Kids put in the time and the work and the effort, and they get good. They get damn good. Good enough to take first place on the catch and flow stage. Going through like an open style or Kendama World Cup, it's a different feel. Takuya, he's young and he took double first place in these past 2 years online and then offline, okay, real life. But it's interesting to see, interesting to think about. Don't know exactly what the answer would be, but a conversation that we can all have because, you know what? We're all dominants. As well as like less community, less friends who are down to play. And one cool thing actually, this might be the key, everyone. This might be it. The young kids get into kendama. They start playing. And then you know who they play with? Their parents. Usually the father, okay? From what I recall seeing right now in all the Dama events I go to. But they have somebody to play with. They have somebody to jam with, to sesh with. Maybe it's not a peer of their own age. Sometimes it might be. But there's the support of the parents and the father who is picking the kendama up, probably again, because there comes the history of kendama being a thing in Japan, a normal kind of yo-yo. And then be like, okay, yeah, let me try it now. And as an adult, being able to do tricks, because as a little kid, trying to play kendama, it's difficult. It's not easy. There's little tricks that you got to kind of get the hang of and get used to. But as an adult, you have better control of your body, so you are able to take that advice on how to get that big cup, how to get that first spike better, so your progression goes a little smoother, quicker. Therefore, you continue to play, and then, hey, if you're a father hanging out with your little son or daughter and they want to play kendama, hey, you're going to go to those jams and events or at the house or something and jam with them. That might be the key to having these young kids continue playing kendama, continue pushing themselves, and continue to improve their skill level up to the point where we see Shinosuke's at. Now, Shinosuke, if you are not aware of, if you didn't check out the Kendertainment YouTube channel, where I did a little video talking about the awesome product brand that is Kenhol, Kenhol. Kenhol. You probably know them by now. Hopefully you do. Shinosuke, his father is the creator, owner of Kenhole. They love Kendama. It's a brand that has started off creating apparel accessories for Kendama. Now they're more following into the time of creating Kendamas. And that always comes with the connection, the collaboration, the support of Nobu. Okay? MC of Catch and Flow, a creator, organizer of Catch and Flow, MC of Kendama World Cup. Very well known in the BMX. He's like the main MCs for a lot of major BMX flatland competitions and stuff. And he loves Kendama from back in the day. Does a lot of work with Japanese Kendama Association, JKA. And he has a brand that he's created. You guys know Jack, right? We're going to get to the Jack GT collab a little bit. But he created Jack Kendama, fully natty, never any pain. And he created a side spin-off, like a sister company or product of Jack called All, A-L-L, All Kendama. They have 2 people on their team right now. One is Soma Kanemoto, not Fujita, not Chrome guy, the different Soma, the Soma that was picked up by Kenko as it was burning to the ground, and then going over to PNW, and then just totally having that company shit the bed, and was just a lost soul in limbo, in Kendama limbo, sponsorless, not knowing what to do, still a young dude, So him just like waiting back and be like, shit. And finally, All came up, picked him up happily. But the first person that All picked up was Shinosuke Togo, the winner of Catch and Flow. He has been playing Kendama, and I believe his dad got into Kendama first, and then influenced his little son to get into it. He loved it so much he started creating this. He created this brand Kenhole, and then it just grew into them doing events. They live in this one part of Tokyo called Ikebukuro, in this town, this city, and they have monthly kind of flea market, almost like farmers market type shit. But I guess there's vegetables maybe, but it's not a farmers market. It's more like a flea market. It's like a craft fair every month. But a bunch of different stalls and stuff. It's outside, and Kenhole is always there. They're doing their jams. It's, I think, the last Sunday of every month. And, of course, little Shin's there. Shinosuke's there, hanging out with his dad. His mom is a part of the brand, too. It's a family thing. And what is Shin doing the whole time? Shredding Kendama. For the past, I don't even know, guys, 6+ years? He's 14 now. 6 years ago, he started playing Kendama. I believe there's a shotgun interview with Shinosuke on the YouTube channel. So go to Kendertainment YouTube, go find it under the shotgun interview playlist, and he'll probably say when he started Kendama. But he's been doing demos, playing in front of other people for a long time. And he has such a great sense of, I don't know, just being open and free. Like a lot of kids are very shy and stuff. Shinosuke's not like that. He's very open, down with meeting new people, very outspoken, outgoing, cool little dude. And shreds. 2019's Catch and Flow. What the hell, MJ? I was just thinking about, at the beginning of this, I was saying, I'm not going to talk about Catch and Flow so much. But then, hey, look what it turned into. How long are we into this? Over 20 minutes? Looking Catch and Flow. Weekly Dama news. Hopefully you're enjoying it. 2019 Catch and Flow. There was a young generation event, freestyle event that happened that Nobu put up together. And the person who won that was going to be seeded into the top 16 for Catch and Flow. And guess who that person was? You got it. Shinosuke Togo. He didn't do so good. I think he got knocked out the first round, but he came back with vengeance, chopped his hair. In the past, he had long-ass hair like me. Dude chopped it, still shreds Kendama, and then came back. He went through the qualification rounds, full minute and a half, And Shredden had just a great positive, strong attitude for the whole entirety of the competition. And it just showed him, like, he just was admitting, like, the fact that he is a good Kendama player, a flow player, and he's going to dominate, which he did. It was an amazing thing. I don't know how the hell I got started on this whole fucking thing, but that's what it was. Just, congratulations. First place, Shinosuke Togo. He is the son of the brand Ken Hall. So, of course, he's in the Ken Hall crew, but he is a pro for all Kendamas. I got to get some so I can show everyone, maybe do a review and stuff, because that's a brand that nobody knows about. Really small. I think even Shinosuke, he's small, yeah, but brand that people don't know about. If you can get it overseas, I don't know. I know Jack Kendama has now made they have the accessibility to do overseas shipping and stuff. So if you look Jack Kendama on whatever the web or follow their Instagram, you can probably find a link to go to their shop and stuff. And through that, I'm pretty sure they have a few all Kendamas out there. And of course, champion from last year, Yasu. People was expecting Yasu to take it. Yasu was having I gotta stop. I'm gonna stop because I'm just gonna be spending this whole time talking about Catch and Flow because it was so good. I should have done a Catch and Flow episode in between so I can just spit up all this shit because there's other news to be talked about. So be on the lookout. Dominers, Soul Boys, Catch and Flow recap that is gonna go out in a bit. There's 2 nerd episodes that will go out before that. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. But I'm also gonna be putting out videos about pretty much probably I should just put all together everything that I'm saying, put it into a video. A little behind the scenes talk right here. But in any case, Yasu took second. Moti, now of Soul Kendamas, took third. Amazing. It was an amazing thing. Hopefully you guys watched Dama's live stream of the event. He got it from the final 16 qualification round from when they were announced who was going to be a part of it. And then all the way to the end. He live streamed the whole thing. At the end, it was like 100 something minutes or some shit. We were chatting. I was the camera guy for a few. It was just me and Rod in the fucking, what is it called? In the trenches, right in front of the stage as it's falling apart, filming and shit. So I got most of the runs of the final, the qualification, the qualifier round. Qualifier? Yeah. The finals, not finals, qualifier rounds. What the hell, MJ? And I'll be posting those up later on YouTube. Got to figure it out, cut it all up, and put it up full on runs so you can see the battles happen as you like and watch and replay and all that shit. All the good shit. But, what else was I going to say? Anything about Catch and Flow? No, so that's what's going to happen about Catch and Flow. You're going to have to wait a little bit until we learn so you can see more about Catch and Flow. So let's go back into other pieces of news, okay? So it happened at Catch and Flow. God damn it, MJ. You said you weren't going to talk about it anymore. This Yasu's Pro Mod finally came out. I believe we've been waiting a year since he won Catch and Flow. Was it even longer than that? Holy shit. No. When he won Catch and Flow online and as a judge, you heard Torkel say, TK, he's like, hey, Yas, are you ready to join the pro team? And that was it. Solidified. Stamped. Approval. You are pro for Chrome Kendama. And the mod finally came out. White, purple stripes, purple line around the ring stall area. But just a massive ode, just like in 2019 when he grabbed the mic and one of his final runs during the Catch and Flow when he was up against Kaito from GT, who took it. He went full Dave Mateo. Full Dave Mateo. Everything about his run, it was just a lot of flow, a lot of spins, a lot of like dance moves, which he has upped the game. He's been working on his dance moves, and this year's Catch and Flow, you saw a lot of that flair come out. So you can just see again how much Dave Mateo's influence went into Yasu and how much he still holds it to heart for him. with the pro mod. The heart, the stars. You know, remember Dave's 3 stars on top? You know, always reach for the stars, chase your dreams. But it's the 3-eyed smiley of Crom. Like, it is beautifully made. Granted, it's a simple kendama, especially for Crom. Like, I always kind of feel like it stands a little separate because it's pretty simple. But that doesn't matter. You know, that's what the pros, these ones are all about. You know, we've had in the past few iterations of the pro teams, it was a solid group of like 4, you know, Bonds, Fish, Easy, Rolf. And it's like, here's a set. And they kind of like theme them around certain things. And they had like a few of them come out, the heads and whatnot. And now you're getting a different style where everyone has their own feel, their own choices of colors and patterns and all this stuff, which is really cool to see. Oh, and Westy, I forgot to do USO 5 in that pass that I was just talking about. Awesome support, amazing. You almost want to make some cry. Okay, all right. So another thing that Crom released, more product from Crom. 10-year. Come on. Well, the hands, 10-year. Oh, is it 10? Wait, did I get that right? No, it's not 10. 11, 12. 12-year Dama is out. And guess what? It's a mini medal. Did you guys get your mini medals yet? You know, I snagged one, I believe, from the Black Friday sale that they were doing. Got a silver one, if you wanted to know. Here it is, iridescent, all over the place color, 12-year. It is just epitome of Crom, where you never know what they're going to do. Coming in from left field, you know they're going to do a birthday anniversary Dama, but what's it going to be like? They always made it a little different, a little extra funky, and this year they just went full on, bam, hey, here's an extra mini medal for you guys. I like it. I dig it. I'm not going to buy it, but I dig it. The whole idea, it's there. So that's what happened, with Crom. Let's go back. Where was I? What else? Other product? Oh my gosh. Okay, hey. Sweets Kendamas make Waves mod? That's the only thing I can think of. Bryson Lee finally got a pro mod. World Cup champ. The first World Cup champ to take it for Sweets. It's the first World Cup, to take it for Sweets Kendamas. Bryson Lee out of Hawaii from that 2014, 2015 amazing blast. The Hawaiian blast, I should say, of Kendama, how it just took over. He finally got a pro mod. Now, he's one that is very like particular with his tricks and like upping it up when he posts. So you might see that he doesn't post so often, as well as like in the past, like while like he has been in really competitions and stuff, not so much in the forefront of the just being visible to the public eye as a sponsored player. But now he's pro, and just the respect totally goes to him because he's a very, very top tier player, very serious, very focused. My throat's getting guys. Okay, well, that's awesome. But yeah, I just make waves. I guess, Bryson, you do what you want, and it makes sense, you know, with the whole like living in Hawaii and whatnot. I get it, but we got a wave mod. Still, congrats, Bryson, another pro out there. And there's another pro? Oh yeah, there is. Kendama China, winner Kendama. You guys know about that? Maybe you follow it. You kind of know about it. Ken Side of the Moon, okay, Kendama outsider. Dude from Russia, ridiculous player. I want to see him playing freestyle catch and flow. I'm like, is he one of those players that can pull off that shit first tee when he's playing freestyle in front of other people? You know, it really depends on the person and their play style, their mentality, if they can do it really great on camera, and then if they can transfer that and do it live. Okay, seems like he could do it. So in any case, there's a new, I'm not even so sure about like the teams that they have over on Kendama China, but it looks like there is a new pro, Yin Hange. Probably saying that wrong. I'm saying and like reading it as like a Japanese, but Yin, congrats, pro mod's out. Look at it. It's the classic winner. It's classic. I should say classic. It's a winner shape. All right. If you're looking at it, a little bit of the Lock Studio vibes in there. With that swooping action, massive cups. You know, which one's small, which one's big? I mean, maybe this one's a small. Maybe that one is. I don't know. You got different types of really nice dragon, Asian-style dragon right there. And some interesting kind of, graphics along the Dama. Simple, cool. A little icy, it got some, for some reason, I don't know, I can get some, like, Frozen vibes. That, like a Disney movie, YHK Pro Mod. Winter Kendamas. Does anyone have winter Kendamas out there? Any Kendama China stuff? I've always been talking about it, and some of the stuff seems very interesting. I should just try to pick one up and see if it's I'm sure it's a good Kendama. To see what kind of Kendama it is. What is the best play style for that Kendama, Because they're all a little different. People who want to do slings, do lunars and stuff. Of course, every company wants to make the best overall Kendama, but it's really a hit or miss. And it all goes down to the shape, but a very interesting shape on that one, and that's one reason that I do want to try to pick one up. Let's keep it rolling. Jack Kendamas, another one that was released. Excuse me. More amazing, just marketing work from the Weens. This idea, Jack Kendama. So again, Nobu from Japan, Japanese keyaki, a wood that you can't find in the U.S. Not natively. Tio shape. I forgot how many they made. I think it was like 100 or... wait, no. I'm not even going to say a number because I think I asked Jake and he told me, but I totally forgot. There's a side A and a side B. It's all influenced by an album vinyl because the Jack Kendama has a new kind of style of grip. Again, they do not do paint. They do always just natty stuff, but they like grip. And, keyaki has great grip once it's broken in, especially in moist, hot summer countries like Japan is. But they got the micro grooves in there. And if you did look closely, there are tiny ass grooves. I've covered this before in the weekly Dama News. Tiny ass grooves all over the stall points. Look at that. Look, do you see those? You see that? You see that, Dama? Oh man. Tiny lines, just like a vinyl. Look at those things. All over this keyaki Tio shape, Jack made, stylized, micro grooved vinyl edition Kendama. There is a set batched for Asian countries, for Asia, for Japan, pretty much. And then a set batch that Grain Theory will have. Side A, side B, again, it's a vinyl idea, so the different sides are for the different areas, actually. So the Japanese one has the writing is in Japanese, and the American one, like North American, side B, I believe it was, or side A is in English, side B is in Japanese. So it's like cool to think about, like, oh shit, you got the one from overseas. That's dope. Amazing. Really interesting idea. Cool idea. Love it. That's all I got for product. Continuing on with Tio Fiorina, the oldest player to make it into Catch and Flow finals. We were trying to hang out after Catch and Flow. And he's like, I'm busy. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, filming. Oh, okay, cool. And I remember in the past, GT did a few different types of videos, different shoots with the GT squad in Japan. GT versus Japan 1 and 2, I believe. And it's super awesome. You got to go check that out on YouTube if you haven't yet. But he said, no, filming with the High Receipts. The High Receipts. Now, they are a group, again, highly talked about over here. Weekly Dama News. You guys should know about them. If you don't, you got to check it out. It's the COTK 10 times better. They'll tell you themselves. The COT bros will tell you themselves. High Receipts, Soma, Yasu, Kaito, Nobu, 3 different companies all together, just shredding, and great cinematography and fun ass vibes, especially if you go to any the events, which you haven't. So their events are awesome too. You get that energy of them just having a good time in the event. It's so awesome, so good. And they just are doing a first ever spotlight guest. Tio's in it. Super cool to see. So you know that they take shit seriously. It might not look like it, but they do definitely take stuff seriously when they're recording. Especially Soma does, from Chrome. Soma Fujita. He's the one that films and edits everything. Super dope. So can't wait to see that shit as it comes out. And what else we got? So, okay, more hype stuff. What is this? I have the Kendama. Do I need it? Probably not. Oh, there's this. Do you need it? Probably not. You're going to play it? Hell yeah. Okay, you're going to download it? Hell yeah. Kendama dev blog. An unnecessary Kendama video. I said it, and I said it, and it told me too. It's telling all of you. It is very unnecessary. How many real-life Kendama tricks will be able to be created? Tricks. Will we be able to create? Okay, no. Very interesting to see what this is all about. Who's pulling this off? Who's doing this? It's fully hidden. Nobody knows right now. Oh, and just 4 hours ago, they released, hey, question, which trick would you like us to see implemented in the game? So many lunar requests. I have a few hours though. I'll try to do a simple approach on the lunar mechanic. Let's see what I can do. First approach, pretty good. He's getting lunar down. That's like the first thing everyone wants to do. Lunars. Oh my gosh, that looks pretty damn good. That's hilarious though. That is so ridiculous. Oh, well there you go. That's true, Boston. Totally forgot about that. Tio and Leans are featured in the High Receipts Miyajima edit. That was a great one. Miyajima, good vibes. I feel like this is going to be a really cool, like kind of street vibe-esque. And maybe I'm not even so sure of how much Tio is going to be in it. Maybe it's going to be a full-on Tio. But who knows? It could be a full-blown Tio edit. And it is done completely produced by High Receipts. And they kind of have like a little feature in it. Oh, shit. But anyways, Kendama video games are coming out too. But Kendama is already a video game. So that's the whole reason why I kind of don't see a purpose to make it digital. We're trying to step out of that world. And by playing Kendama being so analog, that's one way we can do it. So it's good. But then, I still like the whole idea to add it into the space of creating different aspects of Kendama in different avenues. If it's going to be pieces of art, if it's going to be a video game like this, so many people in the community have so many different types of skill sets that vary so vast. And it's cool to see this. Someone put in the time and the effort and the work. So go follow them, go like their shit, because they're doing it just for shits and giggles right now. But when the time comes, will you download it? Again, you probably will. Hey, you want free Kendamas? Everyone's got free Kendamas. What are you talking about? Everyone totally wants it. Active Kendamas doing their 12 days of Christmas that have already started from the 1st to the 12th day. I'm guessing. What is it? 12 days of Christmas. Takes 23 days to get there. 4. So, what's up with the 12th? From the song? So should it start on the 1st or should it start 12 days before the 25th hits? Any case, it started, and all you got to do is post trick. There's a whole rule, right? Look at all those words. Those are rules of what you got to do. So you look at whatever trick they have posted as for the day. Go to their account. It says day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You click on it. Okay, let's look at day 4. Day 4, yeah. What is the trick? The trick is Gunslinger Spike, Gunslinger Whirlwind. The hell's that? Gunslinger Spike, okay. And then just a Gunslinger. People call that Gunslinger Whirlwind? Wait. Or some people call it Whirl Slinger? I never called it that shit. It's a gunslinger. It's a gunslinger if you're doing a pull-up, gunslinger. It's a gunslinger if you're swinging it, gunslinger. It's a gunslinger if it's on the spike and you do an earth turn and you gunsling it and then it comes back. Shit's a gunslinger. But again, it's all just riff-raff. It's all just fluff. Who cares exactly what it is? Unless you're doing like competition type shit. Just show me the trick. Were you going to do that? Okay, I can do that. So all you got to do, going back to it, the contest, is all you have to do is post. You like tag them, use their hashtag, and then you are entered into every day. They'll be randomly picking a raffle winner. I don't know what you're going to win, but they have sponsored people for it. Crom, Soul, Sweets. So I'm guessing you're going to get a free Kendama just for posting a gunslinger whirlwind, whatever you want to call it. Why not? Jump on it, and you can do it every day, it says. Save those so many chances. Are people doing it? Let's check it out. Let's example. Okay, first cup. And then you check out 12 Days of Christmas #1. Recent. Look at that shit. Look. Three people, yo. 3 people are in this competition right now. One of them has a chance of winning something. Everyone right here, right now, jump on it. You're not going to get an active Kendama. Maybe you're going to get a Sweets or a Crom or a Soul. Or who cares? Why not pick up an active Kendama just so you can have it to like gift away or to just try out? Maybe it's going to be a surprise for you. So that was day 1. Let's check out the most recent, day 5. How many people are in this comp? Winner! Right here. Oh, check the reels. X-Large is on it. Oh, what the hell? Okay, more than one person. More than one. That's annoying. Is it not? I mean, for me it is. X-Large, you get an extra prize for today. You get extra points for that one. All right, so maybe there's more than people, but you know, hey, still, you have a chance. It's randomly drawn. All you have to do is the same trick that they show you. That's it. That's it. Okay, what else we got? Bop, bop, bop. Got all that shit. Okay, only a few more. Go to the question soon. If everyone has one, put it in there. NAKO, day 1, vlog, Elko, ELKO, Kendamas. YouTube channel. He does a lot of like reviews of different Kendamas and stuff. Went to NAKO and has finally put, maybe finally, you know, if NAKO was a while ago, the fucking MJ, you talk about stuff that's finally getting done. The slowest of all this shits. Okay, so dude, bro, without vlogs, NAKO put out day 1. It's like 38, almost 40 minutes of what it was like walking around, being in his shoes, checking out everything. It's cool to see, especially for me, you know, watching from across the way. I've never been to any Kendama competition or any type of event over in the US. So it's very cool. Awesome to see everyone psyched and stoked to be back in person for NAKO. So can't wait. And that was just day 1, 40 minutes. So we'll see what day 2 brings up. Is there 3? Handle is Elko Kendamas. ELCO Kendama. Oh, no S. Elko Kendama. Elijah is his name. So that's kind of cool to see. Not kind of, that is cool to see. Cool. Totally. I want to see what's happening. What the view is from other people taking it. Here's the last one. Kendama USA. Winter 2022 team edit. Up on YouTube right now. We have spottings, sights. Colin Sander, TJ Kolesnik. If you still follow TJ, you'll notice that he just has a lot of pictures of cats. And his work that he does, not so much Kendama. Same with Sander. No cats, but places that he's going. Mountains he's climbing, and mountains he's skiing down. Here they got them back. They're in it for this one. Granted, the tricks that they're doing are not bangers, if you will, that are of this age, because they are the OGs in the game. And it is totally acceptable to have them in there, but I'm sure there's plenty of people who are watching it who are saying like, oh, who's that? You know? It's like me with the youngins when they show up, like, it's like Jimmy, and I'm like, cool. Who's Jimmy? you know? Like, no shit talk. I'm just like, it's just a different vibe when it was growing and Kendama USA was like one of the biggest, was the big brand. And it's like, the team was like such a family because they were shown on every piece of content that was out there. And you hear like Riff Raff talking with them within the videos and stuff. It's like you learn about them. And that is something that I feel personally. It's just maybe just me. I enjoy that. To get a different side and the inner workings, the mind of each of those players, those sponsored players, to see, what they're like. Of course, it's awesome to see those bagels sold and tricks that they do and stuff. But it's just like, I don't know, for me, again, like musicians, like I love listening to their music. It's so dope. But I also want to hear about the person themselves, how they got into that. What equipment are they using? What are their inspirations? Where are they from? Just get on like a humane level, not just like spam for your eyes. Like it's like Kendama porn, and give it some love. It's over on YouTube. It's like 7 minutes too. That's dope. It's not 3 minutes. It's 7 minutes, almost 10. That's good. I'm down. Okay, guys, only like 9 more minutes until the finals of this World Cup, Soccer World Cup. I'm not a massive soccer fan, but the World Cup, I'm there. Especially, being half Croatian. I was rooting for the team. Did all right. Got 3rd place. Still super stoked, but really excited to see who's going to take it this year. It's going to be France again. It's going to be Argentina. My bet's on Argentina. I'm hoping for Argentina. But hey, only got a few more minutes, so let's jump into the questions for Weekly Dama News. If you got one, put it in there right now, and I'll answer the shits. All right, here we go. First one coming in from X Large. Did you try that Seoul Shibui? I did not. Did they have them? I think they had them. Wait, no, there was only, last 2019 Catch and Flow. I had a vlog about it too. There were so many different vendors. This year, only Ken Hall, Shinosuke's dad's company. Shady? I don't think so. I mean, so, some people could say one of the bouts that Shinosuke won when he went up against Takuya, it was a big surprise when Shin won it and not Takuya, because we all, from the tricks that we saw, the difficulty of them, we're all like, yo, Takuya got that. Shin went up. And that was when it was 3-2. Not many times the judges were split like that. But it was that time, and the other time was Moti versus Wyatt. Okay? Another really surprising upset, because everyone thought Wyatt was going to get it, and he didn't. If you watch the video, if there is any video, I'm going to put a fucking video later on, so just wait and you can watch it. Moti's face was just like, oh, what? Like, he was surprised. I even talked to him, and he's like, yeah, I was surprised. But no, going back to it, so no, I was going to say that what we had, there was Seoul Shibui's at the vending, but no, there wasn't. It was only Ken Hall. Again, going so much fucking Catch and Flow talk, MJ. But I did discuss a little bit with Sue about new things in the future for Sue Lab. But there is, a difference between the friction clear as well as this kind of clear coat, a little more shiny, tacky, that we see on the Seoul Shibui. Okay? And the Shibui is like a mix of a clear, like a shining gloss clear, and what would be friction clear, the matte clear, right? That's the Shibui. If you guys seen it, if you've played with it, you'll probably understand. And especially like this, again, I haven't felt it, so I'm not sure, but definitely by looking at it, you can see like, oh yeah, it's kind of like glossy, but it's not like super gloss, right? It's not like shined out. Yeah. Was that what it's called? Easy Clear? Yeah. So, I'm not so sure. But that's what it's like. I would like to try. I really like the green one that they have. So dope. All right, good question. Next one from Brett. Most memorable interactions from Catch and Flow. Interaction? It's almost memorable if I don't. Talking to Wyatt at the very end was good. We talked a lot. I got on video. You guys will watch it later. But I'm gonna say like another one was getting a shitload of hugs from Nobu. Nobu got like, well, man, at the after party, he was like drinking. We were having all a good time. And, it's been such a while since I've hung out with Nobu because he's been so busy and I've been traveling into Tokyo so often. And just, he was just like so excited, hugging everybody and just getting so many hugs from him. That was awesome. But I'm going to say also talking with Kendama, what is it called again? Oh shit. Kendama World Records. One of the dudes, there's two people running Kendama World Records, the Instagram account. One of them lives in Japan. I think he was in Kagoshima, down in Shikoku, a southern area of Japan. He lives there. And he's one of the runners. Person who runs, again, Kendama World Records. So I chatted with him. He was up at Catch and Flow, a staff working with Nobu and helping organizing all the stuff and shit. So it was cool to meet him and chat with him and make connections there. So hopefully there'll be some things I'm going to be talking with so I can share with everyone and learn more about the inner workings of Kendama World Records, because I think it's such an interesting kind of page, interesting thing to put into the whole Dama sphere of what we have collective to see, a kind of ranking system or, Guinness book. Is it a Guinness book or is it Ridley, believe it or not kind of thing, That was a good one. That was a good one. Brett got another one. Battle at the Border predictions. Okay. So Nick ain't going. I think, everyone was saying Nick Gallagher, man, he's been taking all these shits. He's in Japan now. With most of the team, and you got a Gallagher. North America has a Gallagher. Japan has a Gallagher. I think Nick is going to sit it out. Stay here. I'm going to put my money on Zach. I hope he wins. Poor dude getting however many, like 7 second place trophies or whatever. He deserves it. But we'll also see a lot of pressure and attack coming from Josh Kim. He's been killing. So focused. He's not on a team, so I think people maybe it's just me. People maybe forget about him a little bit. But then we saw what happened at EKO. Oh, shit. But then we got Kelvin, breather coming through. He's in there too. Doing great. So that's that. But as far as freestyle goes, I really hope Wyatt goes in and takes it. He's just putting so much effort. Again, that's why I would say like the talk with Wyatt was something that I remember from Catch and Flow, because he is just like laser focused, guys. He has been, from what I understand, stopped drinking, stopped smoking, maybe not 100%, but a lot. And is just so laser focused on even more, guys, even more playing Kendama. Because he wasn't crazy before. Crazy, I say. Super into Kendama and just pushing himself so much with tricks and edits and shit. But now he's like, man, fucking eyes on Dama. So that's it. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you enjoy any of this, give it a like, give it a share, tell your friends, other Dama nerds out there about Kendertainment if they don't know about it. Go over, check the weekly Dama news on YouTube. Hit that shit up with some comments and like, so that gets pushed out to other people. Subscribing to that is a really great way to support. If you want to go above and beyond, check out Patreon /Kendertainment. You can find different types of tiers that you can sign up for to help me out, fund me in my fun that I am having, hanging out with all of you, creating this content that just gets us deeper into the Kendama sphere. That's it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Catch you for another one. Keep it clean.